So I watched an Ubo movie. I don't know what how his name is pronounced really. At any rate, I mean he seems to be sort of he is I suppose considered to be a controversial sort of director, I suppose for some reason. I don't know. So far, all I watched so far, so I don't really have much. I only watched a couple movies. This is literally the second. So I don't quite know why, But the first one I watched was, I think it was called Attack on Wall Street, and this was somewhat similar, but not quite. I don't get people generally, I don't get why they seem to think something is so much better than another thing. It just doesn't seem to be, you know. And in terms of action movies, which of course his movies can be considered as, I mean, generally I don't think too highly of action movies, but it's weird to see people be so supposedly critical when they're not critical for something like the amazing bleakness of Olympus Has Fallen or such. It's I don't know. I literally read a review for this movie for suddenly that I thought would have fitted quite well for Olympus Has Fallen. But no, somehow Olympus Has Fallen has made 200 million profit or whatever. It's like the world upside down. So I mean, I'm not saying that this is much better than anything, and I cannot compare it to the original. I haven't seen it yet, so I cannot comment on that at all. I cannot say one way or another at all. But of course, there's this thing, isn't there, with people thinking that the original is somehow so much better. As I said, I cannot tell. Yeah, but in terms of you know, I mean, someone claimed that the original is more dialogue heavy. In comparison to Olympus Has Fallen. I mean, this had about 4 times as much dialogue as that one had. I mean, unless you consider um, commands or random sentences shouted out for some reason to be dialogue, but not really. I mean, dialogue is two people talking really. Now, no one is saying that this was enlightening for any reason at all. This is very much like most other action movies, really. But what I cannot get is how people seem to think, oh yeah, this was so bad. Oh, in comparison to other action movies, oh no no. I mean, what? Yeah, hmm. I don't know. People are strange indeed. Personally, I thought it was very similar, as I say. So, what's the difference exactly? Um, yeah. I watched that Purcell guy before in Attack on Wall Street. No, it wasn't Attack, was it? It was something else. It was I forgot. Um, but yeah, apparently in when it comes to um, what characters I like, they seem to be opposites in a way. Well, not with regards to violence, of course. Assault, not attack. Yeah, similar. Suppose, although apparently it's supposed to have been specifically called Bailau, the Age of Greed. Apparently, I watched him in Blade as well at one point, but I don't quite remember him. Obviously, in Blade, it's someone else. It's the protagonist. I mean, I don't really know him much. Otherwise, I haven't seen Prison Break, which apparently is one of his most famous roles. Apparently, I don't really know him much. Otherwise, apparently, he's done a few DC Comics movies, it seems as well. Um, yeah, other than that, I really don't know him much at all. Besides, yeah, I've also watched Equilibrium at one point, but I really don't remember him there either. I don't think he was. I'm not entirely sure though. Um, what was he the protagonist? I forgot. I have no idea. Apparently, he had a beard, so slightly different. I haven't seen it for many years anyway, so can't quite remember it all. So yeah, um, it really doesn't matter too much. I think. I mean, these are, you know, this isn't, too much worse. I mean, all action movies really are fairly similar. That's clear. Uh, but really, I will still, I think, for a long time consider the the, the one of the famous the Mountain of the Gods to be the worst. Like, seriously, I cannot believe it. They must have thought, let's call it after, yeah, the Mountain of the Gods, and their mythology will be transferred to us. And what do you know? It happened. It worked for real. What do you know? Apparently, there's guns. There's loads of guns on the Mountain of Gods. Who knew? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this isn't. I mean, this isn't much better than it or anything, but it's not worse. It at least has some dialogue, even if it's not the most amazing or anything. But it has some. You know, people even ended up saying that, oh, that was bad acting or something. I maybe it's just me, but I couldn't see it at all. I I thought they were okay. I don't know, to be honest, but unless it's pretty obvious, I don't think it really makes much difference. So yeah, it is what it is. Really, it's I don't consider it to be a masterpiece, but nor do I consider it to be as bad as that other movie. So I think last time I watched Lyoto, by the way, was in Goodfellas, which yes, it happens to also be. I mean, I know, it's. But honestly, I don't know what the difference is between what people seem to think, in terms of. I mean, this actually had less violence than it. Now, sure enough, one shouldn't judge entire movies based entirely on whether they're violent or not, how much violent they are. But Goodfellas is so violent, it's just awful. And I don't know, to be honest. I mean, just because they added some songs doesn't make it, such a better movie by default. And actually, I actually like the music. Yeah, I mean, at least when they were running in the forest there and such. I liked it. I cannot believe people even complain about the music. Like, what's wrong with the music? Clearly, they seem to dislike the director, so they complain about everything. Yeah, personally, I don't really. I'm pretty neutral. This is only my second movie, so I didn't think it was too bad, but it wasn't too good either. Just, as I said, I think I've seen worse that's somehow rated better. There's such a well, whatever. It's what it is. It's just, yeah. Huh.